So now I can see all the tanks. 4 IS-4s readied up for GMA, 2 E5s, and a Vickers Light for GMA. We have 2 E5s, 3 IS-4s, a Vickers Light, and a whole Reaper Pramo. So in any case, I was talking about the whole tournament. It's more of a sort of Clan Wars strategy based thing, as we're kind of going over in the last stream, but if you didn't watch that stream, I'll reiterate that. Neither team has anything that will disrupt the sort of the battle flow though, so there isn't really a whole lot to go over there. Cora in the Vickers Light spotted as well are Assassin and Lone pushing aggressively towards C, double cap from Pramo on that C cap, able to get the cap of course. Pramo also going for the D cap. Vickers Light of Cora gets blind fired or actually gets spotted, pushed off of the D cap and not able to get that cap of course. They're still up on cap very slightly though. You have the IS-4s maybe going to pressure Cora out, but as soon as he's spotted, or as soon as this IS-4 is spotted, Cora is just going to make a run for it. Or actually not, because he has the support of a bunch of E5s here. This IS-4 is actually in trouble if he stays very much longer. Chipotle's life on the D cap, probably baiting this IS-4s. These IS-4s are gonna run into a bad time here. 4 versus 2. No support from their team, and it's gonna go down here. Ghost Ranger in the E5 looking for some early shots before the rest of the team gets there. Chipotle's life is going to be pushing a little bit forward, shoots under the IS-4 of I'm not sure to pronounce that. It might be Sasatu, but I don't know. Canadian Impact taking a lot of damage, looking for Kasati to cover for him. Some decent HP sharing going on here, but 4 versus 2, not a whole lot you can do. Still covering for him. Ghost Ranger pushing around to get the shot into Canadian Impact. Chip has taken a lot of damage, but this is going to be a lot of trains traded just for 2. Now on the other side here, basically the same thing happening. Rob and Ghost are getting pushed down by 4 tanks, 2 E5s and an IS-4. Rob is taking a lot of damage. HP is in the favor of Pramo by a decent margin here. Rob goes down, but Pramo has 2-gun advantage, and now there's a pretty good kill zone here. These 3 tanks, even if GMA is able to pick up Ghost, are in a bad position. They're getting farmed from above. Assassin goes down in the back, the E5. There's some Hori versus Vickers action here. Even Steven versus Whitetails. Whitetails may pick up the kill. Even Steven bouncing a shot on the front plate of that Vickers Light, super angled. Vickers picks up the kill, but again, you have these 2 IS-4s not able to get out of that ditch, and that's pretty much going to spell doom for them. Chip and Cora both above them. Chip is a one-shot, but nothing can get to him. Pramo have the caps, they have the kills, they have the HP. It doesn't look like GMA are going to pick this up. Arctic is just about dead. Whitetails maybe going to be going for the caps. I'm not sure if that'll make a whole lot of a difference. Cora in the Vickers Light looking to pick up the final kill here. Whitetails puts a shot into him. Cora botching a shot, leaves him on a one-shot. Whitetails needs to pick him up before he gets past cover. Cora dies to Whitetails. Whitetails on 208 HP, won't be able to survive another penetrating hit from anything. A7 looking for the kill. Ghost Ranger looking to cut him off. A7 with the kill shot, botches it, does not pen. Or hit, I mean. Ghost Ranger finally picking up Whitetails, getting the match for Pramo. Cora farming a whole lot of damage in that Vickers Light. Again, farming those tanks that were down in the ditch. GMA just losing out on initial positions there. I don't know why they keep moving me out. I have a delay on. And now I can't give the lineup for either team. Alright, well, in any case, I'll find something to do. Let's see. So for the factions, read off the faction bonuses for each team. We have the Republic, which would be the faction that Premo chose. Faction bonuses. Oh, the Rebellion, my bad. Here it is. Optional, bypass all planetary defenses and fleets to attack a planet, but with one less player than the enemy team. If the battle is lost, then your fleet dies. If the battle is won, the enemy fleet dies and you take the planet. So this is potentially OP, but you have to have a very strong team to do this. You're basically playing 6 versus 7 each match. And it might actually just be one game. It says if the battle, but it might be just the whole set of matches. In any case, if a team were to do this, it could be pretty good for them if they're able to do it effectively. And Primo actually lost, or my mistake. Primo actually won that last set of matches 2-0. So it is a best of 3. Usually, unless there's some sort of faction bonus or planetary defense, in which case the rules are a little bit more convoluted, but we'll get to that if it happens. Now, the other faction bonus that Primo has is you could spend 500 credits to broadcast something, or hope up to 3 times daily. You roll a 20-sided die, which is basically just like an RNG roll again. If the result is 18 to 20, means the selected planet will immediately lose all planetary defenses, and any orbiting fleets will retreat to the nearest planet belonging to that faction. The planet becomes neutral, and they could pretty much pick up the planet for free, or they would most likely have to engage in a space battle. But that could be very strong there. Yes, I do have a 5-minute delay. Anyways, faction bonus for GMA is racketeering. Basically just get some more credits from the planets you own, and also kidnapping. But that doesn't really do a whole lot for the battles. Wouldn't affect much. This is another space battle, so I don't believe there's anything like planetary defenses that could change the rules of the best of 3. So next map is going to be Castilla. We just got to see the lineup because we keep getting moved out. It's going to be 3 IS-4s for GMA, 2 268s, a Sheridan, and an E5. The double 268s are probably going to set up in a position to be able to shoot anything trying to reset A. Rob is going to be going up to the castle. We actually have E5, Sheridan, IS-4, and Vickers going over towards the sea cap. Missile going into Arctic actually pens him. Very nice shot by Ghost Ranger, and showcasing why the missiles are a little bit busted. Arctic is going to be poking out to try to get resets on sea, but Korokor is completely unspotted. Arctic taking another hit from the missile. Pop the reaction though, or reactive. So not taking as much damage. Chip is going to be going onto the B cap now. Canadian Impact going to be looking for a reset here. Will he be able to do so? Chip was looking the other way. Canadian Impact getting a heat shell into Chip, resetting B. Shots going in towards Canadian Impact. Arctic is getting pushed on now. He's spotted alone, isolated. GMA needs to make a move on the other side. Cora taking a shot, but Arctic is going to get melted just about now. Ghost Ranger putting another shot. AST alternate Sky, putting the kill shot into him. Chipotle's life bailing from the B cap, now just trying to stay safe. Primo has the cap advantage, making sure, or they're trying to make sure not to over push. There's a lot of Primo tanks here, but they aren't spotted. Looking for shots on Canadian Impact. Really low roll there. It might have been a heat shell, or it could have been a really high HE roll, but I believe it was a heat shell. Let's check here. It looks like he just barely caught the lower plate. Assassin and Whitetail sitting in the 268, waiting for any Primo tanks to push across here. Blind fires going into that bush. Both get spotted by the Sheridan. Sheridan putting a shot into Whitetails. Shots going into player 30 of GMA. Primo doing a good job of bleeding out these GMA tanks. GMA not making the proper rotations. Rob taking a huge hit from the Sheridan there. Could actually get pushed on because he doesn't have the support besides that Hodri of even Steven, but even then that would be a really good trade there if they're able to pick up Rob. Rob is probably going to back out from here. Canadian Impact trying to stay alive as much as he can. Chip is now taking the opportunity, the pressure on Canadian Impact to get onto the VCAP. Cora trading with Canadian Impact. He has the reload advantage, so he's going to be trading for 2 for 1 there. Missile going in, but oh wow, Cora definitely overextended there. The 268's able to pick him up, poking this corner. So now Primo do have 2-cap advantage, but Rob is now getting pushed on. Lone does not have the reload, but he is a little bit safe. Might get shot by Steve. Shot coming in from Assassin, the 268 again. Oh wow, player 30 just got absolutely hammered by Primo here. Taking a lot of hits. Goes down again, so now each team has traded 2 tanks, but Primo does have 2 caps to GMA's 1. GMA is still bleeding HP. That IS-4 up on that hill is going to be hit by the Hori again. As long as he stays spotted, he's going to keep getting farmed. I'm not sure why he's not backing down. Looking for a shot on Chip, but definitely not worth bleeding HP for. Whitetails in the 268 looking to pressure even Steven and get some crossfire on these tanks of Primo here, but he's sitting out in the open, is probably going to get shot a lot here. Puts a shot in, ducks behind cover. Ghost Ranger looking to pressure him out. Ghost Ranger looking for the missile shot, able to pen it. Whitetails now knows he has the reload advantage, but as long as he doesn't get circled, and he just does. Ghost Ranger gets HE'd by Assassin though. I did not pay attention there. Whitetail's looking for the kill shot, but goes down to A7XO, who picks him up from that other lane there. Lone looking for the kill shot, maybe has it on Ghost Ranger. Able to do so, but not before the cap ticks up to 1,000 for Primo. Primo picking up the win there. First game of that matchup going to Primo. Should be another best of 3. If Primo are able to pick up the next win, then Primo will pick up the victory here. Not sure if I spelled that right. Alright, so now I am able to give my thoughts on the lineup. Primo is going to be taking a Vickers Light, IS-7, E5, another E5, an IS-4, possibly a Hori. Pramo is a fan of the Hori, and it seems to be working well for them. Another IS-4 readied up in or A7. This looks like, well, Pramo has the north spawn, but I wouldn't expect a C push here. It looks like it would most likely be a B, although going for B with an A strat is a little bit tough to do so if you don't have a lot of TD support. So I would expect a strong A rush with the lineup that Pramo has, although we don't know what GMA is readied up in yet either. GMA readying up a 268, a Sheridan, 50B and an E5. Pramo has locked in a Hori for their final slot. Yeah, again, I would expect a sort of A push from that. Can't really see a C push, although with that IS-7, they might push it really aggressively all the way towards the corner, but who knows. Double 50Bs readied up for GMA, double E5s as well, a Sheridan, a Vickers Light, and an IS-4. So GMA taking double 50Bs, I'm interested to see what they do with them, because 50Bs seem to be some very strong tanks if they're used properly. GMA looks like they're going to be playing a sort of A strat here. Pramo is actually going to be going for the C cap here. IS-4s of Chip and A7 look like they're going to be moving over towards the A cap, might be playing defensively. Cora is going for some early spots Whitetails. Whitetails needs to get out of there, get clear of the guns coming his way. Spots pretty much the entire Pramo push though. 50B of Canadian Impact, clipping out Rob on the cap. An IS-4 might tag him as he passes. Rob takes a lot of damage in that IS-7, but he's not out yet. And Pramo have been able to get some nice map control on this side here, able to push GMA away and go for the late cap on C and B. Nothing's going to be able to reset him, because if this IS-4 here does try to reset, he'll probably get nailed by Rob and maybe some other tanks. So now Pramo gets B and C cap. They're able to slow play this. Lone is spotted by Cora crossing. Cora is in a decently safe position there, spots the 50B. Definitely overstaying there, but doesn't get punished for it, so he's completely fine in this regard. Canadian Impact looks like going to be leading a spearhead charge here. Lone is spotted in that E5. GMA is running into a lot of Pramo tanks, and Lone absolutely feels that. Gets quad tapped there as he went in. Pops the consumable late. Pramo is actually going to be pushing the IS-4 as well, so GMA needs to make a push, but Pramo is just not letting up at all. 50Bs clipping out Rob and AST alternate Sky. Rob takes a lot of damage, 1400 damage going in there, but he's not dead and nothing can get to him. So Rob is fine for the time being. Lone takes a lot of damage. IS-4 that was getting pushed on goes down. Assassin in the Sheridan looking to pick up Cora maybe in that back line. Lone goes down to the Hori of Even Steven. 50Bs have a clip now. Alternate Sky, the next focus, goes down to the 50Bs. Even Steven looking to put an HE shell maybe into Arctic. Just puts an AP, pens him, knocks him out of the game with Ghost Ranger. Cora does go down to Assassin in the far back. Pramo is actually a little bit close on HP. Canadian Impact is getting pushed on by the IS-4 of Chip and A7. Even Steven trying to get clear of that 50B. 50B gets absolutely nailed trying to get that shot off. Canadian Impact is able to pick up Steve, but not before pretty much dying for it. The E5 pushing in late. Not sure why he made that move. A7, Ghost Ranger, and Chip working together to pick up the final kills. Whitetails in the back. Can't really do a whole lot with his HP. Maybe getting onto the B cap, but it's not going to make a whole lot of a difference unless he can get to C as well. Assassin drifting over the hill. Bounces a shot as he crosses over. Won't be able to stay clear of those IS-4s unless he can push past this hill. Will he get so? Gets double tapped. by Chip and Ghost Ranger, AP and HE for that kill shot. Whitetails making his way towards the A cap. At this point, just biding his time, just trying to stay alive. Just no way he's gonna get onto the C cap. He actually might have been able to do it, but he almost certainly would have died for it. So GMA and Pramo meeting head to head in the corner. Fight goes to Pramo though, able to pick up a lot of kills, as well as their early 2-cap advantage, forcing GMA's hand. Whitetail's final survivor for GMA. Ghost Ranger saying Marco Polo. GMA losing to Pramo. Again, Pramo picking up another win. So Pramo have picked up 2 space battle wins, and they'll be able to attack the planet now. So if they win the planetary games, then the planet will swap hands from GMA to Pramo. So next matchup is going to be on Vineyards, another space battle. Pramo looking to clear another fleet of GMAs to be able to make a landing in a land battle. So it seems like this turn for Pramo has been a lot of setup in trying to get some planets here. I'm looking at the map right now. Pramo is spreading their influence over the galaxy. They have 11 planets right now. They have cleared 2 fleets so far on neighboring planets, Abrigado Ray and Abyss. So they could add 2 planets very soon to their influence. GMA was looking to defend their territory by going for those planets as well. These are neutral planets, it looks like so far. Abrigado Ray and Abyss, and both Pramo and GMA made the moves for them. Korolog as well is another another neutral planet right now, it seems. And again, Pramo and GMA fleets have met in space above these planets, so they're pretty much fighting for the planets. Actually, since they're neutral, they pretty much gain their control if they win the fleet battle, I'm pretty sure. So I believe Pramo has added 2 more planets to their collection. And they could pick up a 3rd here. So next matchup, again, gonna be on Vineyards. GMA has the north spawn, Pramo has the south. GMA is running a whole lot of IS-4s and 2 Vickers Lights. Pramo is taking a double E100, 3 IS-4s, an E5 and a Vickers. I would expect GMA to play more towards the AB side and Pramo to play more towards C, although they might just park the E100s in defensive positions in C and also play towards the AB side. So I'm interested to see where each Vickers play. Cora, it does look like he's going to be going towards the B side, or going for the B cap very early. Assassin and Whitetails may be trying to get some resets off on Cora. Assassin looking for the reset on Cora, but Cora is not spotted. Whitetails spots him, able to get the reset. Cora is forced out the cap, runs into the building there, gets shot twice for it. Even Steven now pushing towards Whitetails and Assassin. Whitetails and Assassin trying to get unspotted to make a run for it before they get pushed on by heavy tanks, which they won't be able to do a whole lot on. Now, this IS-4 actually looks like he's way out of position, but who knows? Maybe they're getting some support here. Canadian Impact and Arctic pushing towards Ghost. Pushed over that hill, looking for shots. Even Steven might be in a little bit of a pinch there if those IS-4s decide to push on him, and it looks like that's going to be what's happening. Even Steven needs to get clear of those guys. But they are taking some damage as they cross. Cora tags him. GMA is bleeding a whole lot and isn't producing a lot of damage. Ghost is actually going down though. Canadian Impact might be going for him. Chip looking to put a big shot into either Arctic or Canadian Impact. Canadian Impact getting absolutely nailed for it. Ghost is now a one-shot, but so is Canadian Impact. Basically a fair trade between Pramo and GMA. But Pramo looks like they have a lot of tanks getting pulled out of the main action here. Even Steven and Whitetails both duking it out. Even Steven going down. GMA still bleeding heavily for this. Rob and A7 working together to stay alive as long as they can. Canadian Impact in that far back. Ghost finally goes down. He survived way longer than he should have. Canadian Impact probably going down here to Chip. The fight going on over here. Assassin looking to put some damage into these tanks of A7 and Rob. A7 just took a lot of damage, finally goes down. Rob getting tracked. Assassin putting some damage in. HP is pretty even so far. This could go either way, right now. Rob goes down. Assassin a one-shot now. Ghost Ranger, Chip, both in a sort of cross-firing position, but Ghost Ranger is going to be pushed on by two tanks here. He needs to stay alive as long as he can. Chip needs to start making some moves and try to support him as much as he can. Ghost Ranger trying to survive as long as he can, waiting for Cora. Cora puts a shot in. Meow Kitty looking to put a shot into Ghost Ranger, makes him a one-shot. Chip cresting the hill soon, going to knock one of these tanks out. Player 30 gets the kill on Ghost Ranger. Chip is now getting crossfired by those Vickers lights. These Vickers of GMA actually working together pretty decently. You have Assassin and Whitetails both low on HP, but able to open up some very nice crossfires. And it's a 2 versus 5 scenario for Chip and Cora. Cap's not in their favor either. Cora is spotted in that Vickers light, trying to wait a little bit before he pokes out again. Whitetails blind fires him, waits for him, might have been spotted at the last second, I'm actually not sure. Chip looking to put the kill shot into Whitetails, able to get it, but not before, but shortly goes down to the rest of GMA. Again, Whitetails putting in some very solid damage in that Vickers light, opening up some nice angles, and getting off the crucial early reset on B. Chip putting in a lot of damage as well. But Pramo, I feel like, got caught off a little off guard. Maybe misallocated their resources. Instead of helping in the ruins, they chose to send a majority of their force on 2 IS-4s in the encounter cap, who are already pretty low. Pramo readying up 2 E100s, again a Vickers light, 3 IS-4s so far, maybe a 4th. GMA readying up an IS-4, a Sheridan so far, not a whole lot else yet. Another IS-4 readied up. the pair of Vickers did work wonders for GMA, able to stay alive and again create angles, getting some damage, some good damage in. Another IS-4 readied up for Primo, and I believe that will make it 4 IS-4s, 2 E100s, and a Vickers Light. GMA will be readying up 4 IS-4s, a Vickers Light, and a Sheridan so far. Maybe another IS-4, could make it 5. But they will be sticking to those IS-4s. Oh, actually, a mouse readied up for GMA, so they might be playing a little bit more towards the town side. Although, again, they might just park the mouse far back in town as a chunk of HP may be moving up later, but I wouldn't feel like that would be the best use of the mouse. But again, those IS-4s are useful in that they could play either side if they do feel like it. GMA tanks being unreadied. Assassin now taking a Sheridan instead of Meow Kitty. 4 IS-4s readied up so far. Last tank to be decided. Primo sticking to their lineup. GMA again still not readying up the last tank. Not sure what's going on there. Mouse readied up. And now Sheridan unreadied. Readied up now. Game should be starting now. Alright. GMA I would expect, or Primo, again with those double E100s, would expect to use the E100s near that seaside, but who knows. E100s look like they will not be playing that way. I'm actually not sure what's going on. Chip actually might be playing a sort of tank destroyer position in the back around here. Just looking to punish anything that tries to overextend. Assassin in the Sheridan, getting some early spots off. Spots Cora in that Vickers Light, as well as Ghost crossing. Rob is spotted now as well. Shot going in towards Rob. Pens the side. Missile. Well-aimed missile going into him. Cora put a shot into Canadian Impact. Canadian Impact is spotted in that mouse there. Again, going to be a block of HP sitting in the back for anything pushing out towards C, just to be a nuisance. Whitetails getting some information on this A side here. Primo going for the C cap. Ghost gets reset, but I don't think they can reset Ghost Ranger where he is. So Ghost Ranger will be picking up that cap. Rob actually bled a lot of HP, so that could make a difference later on. Canadian Impact in the far back again, a little bit isolated, but it is a mouse. So if they do push that isolated tank there, it'd be basically a waste of time, as long as they're able to farm something from it. Whitetails in that. The Vickers Light actually might get the cap off. Reset, blind reset might come in, but it doesn't look like it. Oh wow, Chip does get the reset there, just blind firing at the bush. Thinking that is probably the one spot that he'd be capping from. Chip does take some damage for it though, and GMA is now looking to pressure Primo out of this A cap. At the same time, Primo isn't really making a rotation, and actually Canadian Impact in that mouse is pressuring as well. So Primo is getting pushed back quite a bit, and they're bleeding for it too. A7 and Steven caught out a little bit. Ghost Ranger looking to pick up some map control, but not able to do so without bleeding for it. Chip in that E100 bleeding again. Pramo looking to make a push on this tank, on these tanks here, but it's not really going to work out for them given how much they've bled so far. But Pramo does need to make a push, and it looks like actually GMA are going to be pushing onto Ghost Ranger. Ghost Ranger looking very unhealthy. Shot going in towards player 30 does not pen. Cora is bleeding as well. Ghost Ranger now a one-shot. It's not looking good for Pramo here actually. Way down on HP as well as map position. Caps, although they have kept in check so far. Canadian Impact is getting farmed by Ghost, but it looks like Assassin and Canadian Impact are going to pick him up here if Canadian Impact is able to get the shot. The side-hugging IS-4, though, not really easy to pen. Bounces a shot, but only biding time before the Sheridan picks him up. Rob is going to go down, most likely, to player 30. Ghost goes down. GMA looking very strong here. Arctic taking a lot of damage, though. Actually, Pramo might pull this back. Cora not able to cover for Rob, or no, for, I think it was Steven. Goes down. GMA looking to help out this IS-4 here, and it's just 2 tanks again versus 5. Basically, the similar situation as last game. Cora getting chased down, goes down, and Pramo actually dropped 2 games to GMA. GMA are able to pick up this fleet win here. So strong showing by GMA on Vineyards, giving them the 2-0 victory in this space battle. So Pramo could have picked up 3 planets, but only pick up 2. GMA pick up 1. I believe there is one more set of matches. Yes, it's a land battle. Pramo versus GMA again. It's gonna be Canal again. Taurus going to be Canal again, a land battle, so I'm not sure which one is aggressing here. It might be Pramo looking to pick up the land. I'm not even sure where this planet is. I'm looking for it on the map. Oh, there it is. It's actually GMA attacking Taurus. So if GMA win this set of matches, they will pick up Taurus. If not, then Pramo will defend their land. So Canal again, this is a map that Pramo won 2-0 last time. So GMA is going to have to pull out some different strategy if they want to win this set of matches. Now I'm not sure if Pramo has a base defense. Oh, and also because Pramo is the landowner, they get to choose which spawn they're starting at. Pramo choosing to start on the south side. 3 IS-4s readied up so far, an E5 as well, and a Vickers. GMA has only readied up a Vickers so far. Match wasn't scheduled for another 8 minutes, so I believe GMA can wait a little bit to ready up. Although it probably wouldn't be in either team's best interest to be waiting. Pramo taking a Hori again, even Steven manning the Japanese tank destroyer as he has been. Again, tank destroyers I don't believe have that much of an influence on the meta right now, but that Hori has been working wonders for Pramo. And I can't argue against that if it's doing well. Tianchi readying up a Mouse, Assassin, a Sheridan, Whitetails, a Vicar's Light, an IS-4 readied up as well. GMA not readying the tanks up just yet. Another IS-4 readied up. A 62A now. And another IS-4. So 3 IS-4s, a 62A. Looks to me like it would be... I mean, the Mouse is kind of weird. I was going to say they would be playing more towards the D side, but they're probably going to play some sort of split strat here. The Mouse looks like he's going to be getting onto B, but might be risky. Although Pramo is not going to be playing for a quick B reset, looks like. They're going to be putting 2 tanks onto the C cap as they did before. Rob might get reset here by the IS-4, but nothing yet will be able to reset Cora. Rob does get reset, but again, Cora is hiding behind this building, won't even get spotted by Tianchi or anything in that middle bush. Won't get reset, and Pramo gets the C cap before GMA gets the B cap. Assassin is spotted in that Sheridan, launching a missile over towards Rob, connecting but not penning. GMA playing towards the D side this time. Assassin trying to get out of there without taking hits, and he actually doesn't get hit at all. Well, he does take a hit, but it sounded like it bounced. Cora looking for the angles here, but might find himself in a little bit of a tough spot. GMA looking to pressure this D side. Cora might be in a little bit of trouble here. He's getting pushed on, but they can't really push out too far, or else... Actually, no, even Steven doesn't have shots that way. In any case, Pramo is doing a good job of pressuring these IS-4s. Cora is taking some damage, but he's in a pretty safe spot now. If you can't really see, he's pretty much hold down there. Both teams' HP is actually fairly even so far, but I would say Pramo is winning this on the map control that they have so far. Chipotle's Life putting in some nice shots on that IS-4, and the Mouse of Tianchi bleeding a lot of damage, a lot of HP, I mean. This brawl here, actually pretty even. E5s hold down versus those IS-4s. Nothing has really been nuked yet. Both teams are sharing HP pretty well, actually. I'd say so far this is a stalemate. Although GMA has actually gone for the cap plays. Cora now looking very unhealthy. AST alternate also very low as well. GMA looking to pressure, but again, Pramo doing a good job of HP sharing, hiding AST. Now actually going to be going in for the push. IS-4s versus E5s. Canadian Impact looking to be the focus. Ghost Ranger going to be pressuring him away. Cora with the kill shot. A7 and Ghost Ranger working on Meow Kitty. Cora finally goes down to Whitetails in the back. Tianchi is getting side hugged just about by Rob. Is probably going to die there to Rob. Meow Kitty going to be going down most likely. Whitetails goes down as well. And both teams' HP is dwindling. Pramo has 4 tanks to 2. Assassin in the Sheridan and Arctic in the IS-4, very far apart from each other. Pramo look like they have this game again, but much closer game than it was before on Canal. Even Steven looking for the kill shot. Snapshot not going into Assassin. Assassin might get the kill on Even Steven. Shooting a missile, able to pick up Even Steven. Assassin might pick up Rob as well. Although he's going to be pushing out. Takes a hit from Rob. Might pick him up here. Needs to shoot a missile to pen. Hits the track, absorbed, and that's game over for Assassin and GMA. Solid performance from each team, in my opinion. Very good team tactics going on there for both sides. Pramo looks like they're going to be running the same strat as last time, taking the Hori and the 4005. Probably doing the spawn trap type of thing. Pramo readying up 2 IS4s and a Vickers again. Whitetails readying up the Vickers again. Pramo 1 win away from picking up the defense win. I'm not sure if Pramo has a base defense or a planetary defense installed, so it might be that Pramo only has to pick up 2 wins while GMA would have to pick up 3. Pramo taking quad IS4s, a Vickers Light, a Hori, and a 4005. GMA still not readying up a lot of tanks. They have readied up a Mouse, a Vickers Light, but nothing else yet. GMA now readying up some tanks, double Mice, a 50B and IS7 of Vickers. This might be a pretty wacky strat coming from GMA. Possibly double 50Bs and E5, double Mice and IS7, and a Vickers. Probably a Blitz B reset, Cap C as well. The Mice might just keep pushing towards B. GMA actually might be going for a triple cap strat here, C, B, and A. Assassin spotted in that E5. Canadian Impact spotted in the 50B. Assassin looks like he's going to be pressuring B. Pramo didn't even get onto the B cap. GMA looking to cap C with 2 Mice this time instead of just 1 like they tried last time, but Tianchi and Kakati? I'm not really sure. Anyways, they do get the cap by having 2 Mice this time instead of 1. They're getting the A cap as well, so now instead of Pramo having the cap advantage, GMA have the cap advantage. 2 caps to Pramo's 1, and Pramo are going to have to make a move without having bled the Mice a whole lot. 50Bs now might be able to show off what they're all about. Arctic and Meow Kitty looking to defend this lane here for GMA. Rob spotting Meow Kitty through the bush. Rob maybe looking to put a shot in, but just keeping up spots for now. Arctic in the 50B has not been spotted though, which is pretty big. Canadian Impact gets spotted in the 50B by backing up just a bit much, and now the 50B trap has been revealed by Rob in the Vickers Light. Rob making sure to not get spotted by only poking every once in a while. Or not get blind fired, I mean. Keeping Meow Kitty permalit. Canadian Impact spotted, Arctic spotted as well, proxied by Ghost Ranger. Ghost Ranger actually might have overextended here. Shot going in towards Arctic. Rob has blown his cover, although now these 50Bs and I7 know that they're a little bit caught out. Canadian Impact getting the support of Tianchi. GMA perhaps trying to pressure a little bit early based on the cap advantage, but Pramo is doing a good job of making some plays here. Whitetails might get blind reset by Steve, not able to do so. Had he waited a little bit more, never mind. He wouldn't have been able to get the reset. Chip with the reset on the B cap there. Forces Whitetails off. There sounds like there's some action going on over here. Tianshi's actually getting pushed on by Cora. Cora a little bit... He's very far up, but he's actually pretty safe for now. Gets shot by Tianshi. Tianshi going to get the support of the mouse and the E5 of Assassin here. They don't want to push out and get clipped and shot by all these Primo tanks. Tianshi taking some more damage. Arctic now with the 50Bs are going to be pressuring Ghost Ranger. Shots from Chip in that 4005 coming in towards the 50Bs. 50Bs need to clip out Ghost Ranger. Chip missing 2 shots out of 3 of his clip. Ghost Ranger going down to the 50Bs. Tianshi still alive. The mouse also eating a lot of hits, but they're doing their job as mice. Tianshi still alive. A7 might go down here. Tianshi bouncing another shot before he dies. A7 goes down. This match is really close, but Pramo is way down on cap. GMA just need to pick up a few more kills. Whitetail's going down to Rob here. Cora goes down though. Arctic looking to put some shots into Chip. Meow Kitty way far up in that IS-7. But he is doing a really good job of spotting up Chip and keeping him down. Although, Rob and even Steven went for A and B respectively. Or, not respectively, but they went for A and B. So now, GMA's cap points are being cut way down. Pramo need to hold on a little bit longer, but they're getting pushed on here. Chip, now a one-shot, going to go down to the 50B. Actually goes down to the E5, though. 50B putting 2 shots into AST alternate. One more shot. Picks him up. Mouse goes down to even Steven, though. GMA picks up D, and that basically locks in the win for GMA. GMA picking up their first victory on Canal against Pramo. Rob is spotted now, gets reset, might go down, runs into a dead tank, just barely getting out of harm's way. And Pramo actually dropped a game to GMA here. So the strat works out as intended last time, because GMA was trying basically the same, or something similar on the same side last time, but they got reset on C and were forced off of the cap before they were able to get it. Meaning that while they did get the denial of B, they weren't able to pick up C, which meant they got down on caps because Primo got D cap before they got A cap. But here, they were able to get the 2 cap advantage to Primo's 1. So Primo was forced to make some moves, and to be fair, Primo was doing a very good job of doing so. Primo were able to identify GMA tanks that were very far removed from teammates in some kind of obscure positions, and they were doing a good job of digging them out. But GMA was able to pick up the win on their favorable terms. Neither team readying up tanks this time. Spawns have not been swapped yet. Now they are swapped. And again, I'm not sure if there's a base, like a land base on Primo's planet here. If there is, then GMA needs to pick up 2 more wins, while Primo only needs to pick up 1. But if there isn't, then each team have the chance to win this set of matches in the next game. tanks being readied up now. Pramo has 2 Vickers and 2 IS-4s. GMA has an IS-4 and a Vickers Light readied up so far. Not a whole lot else though. And again, this sort of tournament is going to be very taxing on strategy because the maps don't change for the planets. So if you keep attacking the same planet, eventually you're going to run out of strategies. But that goes for either team. At some point, it might end up being like some sort of counter strategy being developed. As you saw there, GMA was able to make some slight adjustments to their strategy, but that ended up winning the game for them. Pramo now has a full team readied up. Quad IS-4s, 2 Vickers, and a Ho-Ri. GMA has readied up a Mouse, a Sheridan, a Vickers, a 62A, 2 IS-4s, maybe 3 IS-4s. So I would expect Pramo to play more towards the D side. And GMA might also be playing that way as well. But they would probably be playing more passive. Again, Tianchi in that Mouse might be playing towards B, trying to get that cap. But likely similar strategies to what have been played before. Rob in the Vickers Light, most obviously going towards the D cap to get some early spots off. Whitetails also doing the same. Spots Rob. Rob taking a shot from Whitetails, not able to put one in return. Chip and A7 both capping C. Tianchi getting reset by Cora. Cora gets spotted, trying to get out of the way, gets nailed. I'm not sure who hit him for 600. Might have been HE from Tianchi. It was probably HE from the Mouse there. But with Pramo doing a good job of resetting caps, Assassin gets spotted on A, looking to put a shot into Cora, I believe. He's looking for Cora. Cora now has been spotted. Cora getting chased down by Whitetails. I'm not sure when Whitetails got there, but he made a big rotation, able to catch Cora there. Cora now running for his life. Whitetails getting nailed from the guys on the D cap. And now going to be waiting to reset his camo and get out of there. Might get tagged as he gets out though. And he does. Waits just a little bit too short. Doesn't play it safe enough and dies for it. Meow Kitty in that IS-4, playing a very, very passive spot here in the back. Spots Ghost Ranger, but he's now spotted as well. Not sure why he's here, to be honest. Canadian Impact might be there just to farm if they do push him, but I guess this means that Pramo won't be able to make any staging in this area for any pushes, but GMA really needed to get the cap advantage from the early game to have that sort of position have any merit. Even Steven is spotted, gets tagged by the Sheridan, forced away and down from his perch. But again, the position that Meow Kitty is in might have been useful for denying that whole area for Pramo to make a push from, had Pramo needed to make a push from anywhere. But given that Pramo have the cap advantage, they don't need to. So basically have an IS-4 out of the fight there. Able to, I guess he's able to push later on, but Pramo know he's there now and can keep him in check. Ghost Ranger spotted in that IS-4, very aggressive position there, keeping map control for Pramo. GMA need to figure out a sort of push that's going to go on here because they're over 100 cap points down. That means they need about 2 kills of They need 2 kills in their favor to win the game. Or they could sit on Primo's C cap for a bit and get a kill. But either way, they need to make a push and they need to do it soon because about 800 cap points, time really starts to be against you. Meow Kitty now forcing a play on the decap there, gets tagged by Ghost Ranger, or by Rob, might get tagged by Ghost Ranger, but only this IS-4 has been spotted. Assassin gets spotted rotating as well. Canadian Impact looking to double tap A7 with Assassin. Canadian Impact might have the kill here. Able to pick up A7. Pramo on GMA's B cap, but GMA on Pramo's C cap. Even Steven takes a lot of damage in the Hori. This might be a win for GMA. They're not going to be on the D cap, slowing down Pramo's points. Cap points ticking up for GMA now, able to make a very solid push on the D cap there. Even Steven, a one-shot, might be picked up by Meow Kitty. Alternate, trying to block Meow Kitty's shot, able to do a good job of it. Meow Kitty looking for the kill on Even Steven. Even Steven puts a shot in before he gets picked up by Arctic. But the cap points are just way up in GMA's favor, and it looks like they're going to win this. Winning on the cap there. Whitetails with the celebration in the chat. Tank still going down. And it looks like Whitetails is saying one more. Primo did have a base on the planet. So that means each team is now 1 win away from picking up this this match set. So GMA able to come up with some better strategy, it looks like. Able to pick up 2 wins now when it counts. Primo have dropped 2 games in a row now. Maybe have lost their momentum from all the victories they had before. I guess Primo did not have a base because GMA won 2. I said plant, but meant planet. Yeah, so there was not a base on Primo's planet. So GMA does pick up the win here with those 2 victories. So congrats to GMA there. Primo had a very good run as well, picking up 2 matches. But so did GMA actually. They won 2 on Vineyards, able to pick up that match set. And they were able to pick up the Canal set just now. So actually each clan there they each pick up 2 planets today, I believe. Primo picking up the 2 neutral planets after the space battles on Albrigado Ray and Bis. GMA able to pick up Taurus from Primo and winning Korolog as well. Or Korulig, I'm not sure how that is pronounced. But Primo is actually GMA picking up a net positive of, or a net of 2 planets. Primo only picking up 1 since they picked up 2 neutral planets but lost 1. GMA picked up 1 neutral planet but took 1 away from Primo, so that's +2 for them. Primo net +1. So GMA actually holding their own and making some plays on the galaxy map there. So good games to them. Both teams there making some really nice games to watch. Thank you all for watching. I think I'm going to be ending the stream there. I streamed for quite a while, so I'm a little bit tired. But again, thank you all for watching. Have a good night.